Today I'm going to show you how to install a fresh cut flower garden, including staining this 3-tier garden bed behind me, adding new trellis posts for my apple tree. I can't wait to dive into this DIY project with you. Hi, I'm Alex. Welcome back to my channel, Grace at Your Home. I'm so excited that you all are with me today. I'm going to dive into this project here. This was my very first DIY project ever. I learned so much on this 3-tier garden bed. Everything from how to level. I'm in Georgia and the climate is so hilly, and I had to cut in to get this level, from using my favorite, the miter saw, to all just the basic skills. It was such a great beginner-friendly DIY project, but now 3 years later, it is in need of some love. I am going to be diving in today to sand it, to stain it, and this is going to turn into a fresh cut garden. I have some beautiful plants behind me. I'm also going to work on my apple tree here. This is grown up, and this is actually 2 different apple tree grafts together, and we'll dive into a lot more about this. On this 3-tier build, I use these Oldcastle blocks, and I absolutely love them. They're such a great way that you can build a garden bed like this. They have slits and grooves here, and you simply just slide the boards in. I used a 2x6s and then actually cut the length down to the desired. What's great is you can stack multiple on top of each other, stick rebar in. I will link a short form video that I did in the comments, but this is a great solution if you're looking to do garden beds for your backyard. Up next, I'm going to come in with the Valspar stain. I love their stain. This is a semi-transparent. This will be good to 6 years. I'm going to do this on the garden bed, but before I can dive into that, I'm going to prep this area. I've already given it a thorough power wash, let that dry out, and now I'm going to come in with a light sanding, and then I'll jump right into staining. I just finished sanding the garden bed, and while I have the sander out, I'm going to actually work on 4x4 posts for this apple tree. I want to show you though, this is a really unique species. It's 2 trees grafted together, and we're training it to grow on this line, and we will come in and prune and maintain it. But the new posts will go here at the end. I have 4x4s. I'm going to stain them the same color. So while I have this close out today, the stain out today, we're going to go ahead and knock that out with this project too. We just finished sanding everything, and now I have a little helper, and we're gonna get into staining. Like I shared earlier, we're using this Valspar paint. The color that I love using outside in all of my stains is a cedar. It's a natural tone. I want to go over a few more products, so I did grab a paint stirrer. This is already pre-mixed. My little helper here, we're gonna have gloves because this will stain your hands, so I do like wearing gloves when I stain. I'll put another glove on, and then I personally, this is a personal preference, that I love using staining pads. These are paint pads, or you could use them for interior projects. Some people use them as edgers, but this material, I love how it applies with stain. It's a little thinner than your stain rollers, and I just love the texture and have always used it. And then I will put a little bit of the stain in a roller tray. This is just one that you can dispose of. I'll take this around with me because we're going to stain both the 4x4 post for the apple tree and then the entire 3-tier garden bed. I just finished giving the 4x4s for the apple tree a coat of stain, and now I'm gonna dive right in to the garden bed. I'm gonna go around all the tops and then try to get as much of this front part as possible. I am loving the setup. It's going pretty easy to get the stain on. And it's a nice warm spring day, so it is drying pretty quickly, so I'm trying to move pretty quickly as well. As the stain dries, I went ahead and removed the old post for the apple tree, and we're going to use this auger. This is a great tool that I invested in a few years ago, and it's one of those tools that you'll use time and time again and be grateful you have it. You can also use the old-fashioned method and get a shovel. I'm just going to be making my hole a little bigger for the 4x4 before I had a 1x1, and so this will just expand it. I'm gonna go pretty deep too on the auger. Our posts are dry, and now we are going to go in and set our post with a fast setting concrete mix. I also, just as far as supplies, I'm going to start and put gravel in the bottom. This will just help with drainage. This is pressure treated stain, but it will help it last longer. So any water that goes into the hole will drain and not sit on the wood. So we'll start with a layer of that. I'll put the post in, use this post level. I also have some scrap 2x4s that I cut, and you'll see me put this on as a brace. And that's why I'm coming in with my DeWalt screw gun, as well as just old deckmate screws that I have laying around. I'm gonna mix each bag with a gallon of water. I got my post level. I have the supports in. I'm loving this tool leveler to do this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mix in the hole. This is a fast setting. I'm going to do a half a gallon of water to a half a bag, mix it, and keep layering it in. I've just heard from others that have used this mix. That's the best way to do it. So we're going to give it a try, and let's get to mixing. While the posts are setting up, we're going to start planting the flower beds. This bed, I am doing fresh cut flowers this year. I have a variety of annuals like these Gerber daisies. I also have a few perennials mixed in here that will come back year after year. I'm so excited. My goal is to be able to come out here in the full summer and just make small little bouquets to go around my house. Let's go ahead and get started, mix in the new soil, turn the beds over, and get the perennials and annuals in for the fresh cut garden. Thanks so much for watching today. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Also hit the like button below, leave me a comment, and hit the bell for upcoming notifications on my next episode.